Yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Confirmed TV. I am your host, MVP Banks.
What's the word, y'all?
Oh, it started because I didn't see it. Okay, come on. Let's do it again.
We doing this again? What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Confirmed TV. I am your host, MVP Banks.
And I am your host, Shira Blanco.
Skiddy.
Yo, what's good? What's good? We got, you know what I'm saying? We got a old guest up in here, my boy, my dog. We gonna introduce him in a second. But before we get into that, where's my theme music?
Shout out to my old bros who ain't never do shit. Shout out to my old hoes. Shout out to my new bitch. Shout out to the dealers. Shout out to the careless. Shout out all my niggas.
And now we back, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't even drink it. I'm stumbling on words and shit. You know I ain't finna introduce you because I'm gonna just fuck your shit up. So I'm gonna let you, jump in.
I go by the name of Mac Wyatt. What up? What up? How y'all feeling?
Yeah, we all in here.
Great.
We all in here. You know what I'm saying? So, Shira outnumbered as usual.
As always, it's
So,
okay.
That's what you're here for. You're here for us to pick on you.
Exactly. I don't give a fuck.
Nah. We're not here to pick on Shira. That's not what we do. Yeah, the dawn is here, brother.
Take a shot.
The dawn is here.
Actually, take a shot.
I'll get there. What's up, Shira? You gonna start us off with a question? What we doing?
Yeah, I had a question. So have you guys ever had sex with somebody, like hooked up with somebody that you wasn't supposed to, and then regretted it or didn't regret it?
Okay.
I'll let you guys go for it.
Yeah.
That you wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. I mean,
What's the not supposed
yeah,
to?
like explain
Like,
that because
it
I
could be
feel
different.
like
for men is different. I
Elaborate.
feel like
Facts.
That's kind of but
You're blurring the lines a little. So
Man.
what's
Like, I don't know, like your bro's sister or like
fuck.
Okay, okay.
That's more
Those
into
are-
Yeah,
perspective.
okay.
Somebody
bro,
else-
sister?
somebody off limits.
yeah, somebody off limits.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens sometimes. If the vibes is right, the vibes is right. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on some disrespectful shit.
Did you regret it?
I didn't regret it.
Did she regret it? Nah.
Nah, she didn't regret
And
it.
most of those times, if she's if she's interested, there's no regrets in this scenario. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like definitely done been there. Like
Yeah. I've been
like
there.
like we cousins, but we not really cousins, and that's
What?
your cousin. No,
Hold on, wait.
Like, if this
Yo.
was the
No, I
if
get
this
what
is
you're
my-
saying, friend of
like,
the
you know how
family
you-
type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and that's his cousin.
Yeah. I get what you meant. I just had to.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. No, I'm saying like, if she's interested, don't block nobody's blessings.
Okay.
Don't block
That's a
nobody's
fact.
blessings.
Exactly,
Because you
I
never
agree.
know. That might end up being your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ass. You never know.
You never know.
You never know, bro.
It's two sides. It's two sides.
Yo, listen.
It's two sides to everything. You
What he
know?
said?
All right. I don't think so. I'm trying to think. My track record is long as hell, and I forgot about a lot of shit. If I'm being real, I've done a lot of crazy shit with girls, but do I regret any girl that I've ever slept with? Because that's like saying, do you regret getting the pussy? And us getting the pussy is kind of the reward. So it's like, do I regret the reward or do I regret the person? Is that what you're asking?
Whatever.
I've
Do you
regretted
regret
some
the
pussy
person?
before, but it wasn't.
I've
somebody
regretted.
I
I've
wasn't
regretted
supposed to, you know
plenty
what I'm saying?
girls.
I feel
but
like
I don't regret
I-
the reward.
I feel like I regret the actions leading up to the coochie. Like
What you-
if I
I kinda-
like,
yeah, me too.
Like
Say
if
that,
I
yeah.
like I just say like
You put a
You
little
know-
too much in the pot.
yeah, like and I did a little bit too much, and then you get to the point, and it's like
It's but is it the
it's
is it the pussy that
actions-
make you feel like that, or is it the what happens
actions,
after?
The actions leading up to is whatever, like you feel me. But it's just
But like, is
I
it
have
the way
regretted
is it the
those
way
'cause
that
it's like
she is it my fault? Is it the way that she reacts after, like the way she acts, or
Nah,
standoffish
it's
or
just
some
like
shit like
the
that?
the
actions that he
experience. The
wasted
experience
his
probably
time
wasn't.
on.
Yeah, the experience
Pussy
probably
must
wasn't
not
the
have been
best.
good.
And I want to be like that. Let me I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? When I was younger, I used to do my thing, like I used to do my thing, y'all.
Okay.
So
Explain,
that mean?
explain what
What
this
that
thing
mean?
is.
the thing is the thing.
The thing is the thing.
The thing is the thing.
I think
the
we
thing is
understand what the
thing
thing
is the
is.
thing. We understand y'all, and you feel me? I done definitely been in scenarios where it was like I might have been dealing with a lady, and I was like, damn, like I went through all these motions, and it was like
Mid.
I could have just went home, watched the movie, laid up, and but
I felt that.
you know,
Sometimes
I've
that
had
things
those moments
get-
as a woman.
things get, but sometimes
post-nut
what I
clarity
say
is
as
a motherfucker.
yeah,
man.
what I say as
Yo,
a man,
post-
sometimes you gotta cheat a little bit on your girl back then, right? To appreciate her.
Oh, what the
That's what
fuck?
You know
No.
what? I heard that before.
Back in
I
the
never
day,
lived by
to
that.
appreciate her
He's a
more.
wise
I heard
man
that
right
before.
here.
Nah, but and I'm not even being funny, but like
Cheers
when I
to
was
wise
younger, I
men.
seen that, I seen
Very
that.
few of us exist.
You get older, you do different things and stuff like that. But when I was younger, I was like, damn, like
You was having fun.
yeah, that just make you be a better man. Like when it's like
Experience.
when you like, damn, I got a loving lady at home, and I went and did all this stuff,
He's correct.
and it wasn't. You feel me?
Women
That's
don't
some
believe
younger
that,
shit. That's
please.
Bro,
as
no
you
fun-
as a man, and now you get older. That make you start to do things differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
So you've all, well, not you. You didn't have a situation like that. I've had a situation like that where
Wait,
I
what the fuck you talking about?
had
What you talking
the
about?
back to what I asked. Right, I've had a situation like that too. Back to what I asked when I
Right, back
said,
to what
"Have you
you
ever
asked.
had a hookup with somebody that you
Okay.
regretted it?" Right, I did, and it was my ex-boyfriend's cousin, but it was 5 years after we broke up, and the situation was crazy because he wanted to fight the cousin over me. I'm like, what the?
Did they
Because-
were they trying to fight for your honor? Like, did they both want
I don't
you?
know. They
And
both.
at that point, it's
I
a
never
respect
even haven't
thing.
spoke to him in 5 years, and it wasn't even
You know-
like to get back at him. It just happened. We was drunk one day, and we was at a
You
party,
see,
and was
the
like,
vibes
"Fuck
be
it."
Nah,
right
you
sometimes.
know what?
But go ahead, go
Nah,
ahead.
go ahead.
I feel like it's a respect thing. Like you knew that was my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
That nigga disrespected me when he got a bitch pregnant while he was with me.
you know
it's the
what?
thing.
Fuck that.
You know
You know,
what?
you know, it's the thing. You don't know what those cousins went through when they was younger. They might have been always clashing. And
You know what I'm
always-
saying? And that was like a get back
But they
for
have a
homie.
very big age
So-
difference, so I don't think it
You
was
know-
like that. Fuck it,
Who was the older one?
my ex.
Your ex could have
so the
tormented
little
him
cou-
so much that like. you
So
feel
it's
me?
like, damn,
When
my
he said,
little
"That's my
cousin."
get back." Yeah,
Yeah, like,
that's
damn.
that's little cousin. And
You know
then
what I'm saying?
It's on
Like-
two sides that you got to look at it. It's on your side, like he's pissed. He's double pissed.
But he did some whack. But he did that's
Yeah,
some whack shit.
yeah,
So I
but-
can't even
yeah,
listen. You can't even man.
but
Fuck
he's
that
double
shit. Fuck it.
pissed.
You
Like, you
listen.
feel me? Like,
Shit happens.
that's all that is. Like, he's pissed 2 times.
But that's
'cause
the
it's like,
that get
It'd be
back
like
is
that.
damn, that's my little cousin, and then damn.
If you see this,
Oh
nah.
shit. Jesus.
damn. B. Be like, damn, dude.
What do you mean?
I hope you ain't do
What
that
you
little
talking
thing to him.
mean,
Like,
me
you know what I'm
personally,
saying? Like, mad thoughts going to your mind.
I
and
have
shit
this
like that.
thing where it's like, I have a line, right? So my thing is this: if you my boy, there's certain things that's just off limits. Any woman that's a part of your life, it's off limits, and vice versa. Any woman that's a part of my life, and the list is very fucking simple. My mom's, my daughter, my girl, my baby mother. I don't give a fuck. Even her. As much as I hate her, nah, she cool. Me and her cool. Still, any woman a part of your life is off limits. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the line that should be drawn.
called Geico.
I don't give a fuck how invisible that line is. You shouldn't cross it. Other than that, if we ain't cool, yo, it's fair game. It's fair game.
That's a fact. I always say that.
It's fair game. It's because how I look at it is like this. First of all, if you're a man and you're fighting another man because your girl is smashing him, you should smack yourself in the face. Let's start there.
Y'all ever
Because
seen?
he's
take
doing
that
his
with-
fucking job. He's doing
take
exactly
that
what the
with
fuck
your
he's
girl.
supposed to do. That's what men do. It is not his job to make sure your girl is faithful to you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So a nigga fighting another nigga, I will fight for my girl. I will never fight over her. Ever. I will fight for her if a nigga disrespect my girl.
It's like
Never fight over her.
if you could take her, you could keep her. You feel me?
There you go.
And y'all ever seen the movie The Mac?
Yeah, Goldie.
Yeah, Goldie
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
with Max Julian. Go back
Come
and
on
watch
now.
that, bro.
Max
He said-
Julia.
Max Julian.
He said, "Look here." He said, "Look here."
mhm, you know the
we
rules
can
to the
settle this-
game.
Yep. Yep. Now we can set this like we got some.
Your bitch done
class.
chose me.
Or we can get
can
into
settle
some
shit.
gangster
Mhm.
shit. Nah, they don't know about that.
I put that interlude
Yeah, I
in the
don't know
song
about that.
before,
They don't know
so
about
that's
that.
that. That's, you know what I'm saying? You gotta live by that sometimes.
Yo,
Got it.
speaking of songs, yo, we gotta get some. We
That's
gotta
a
get some
tough
bars
movie,
in
though.
one day, bro.
Goldie the Mac.
I'm with it.
Goldie
I'm
the
definitely
Mac.
with it.
He was a
Gotta
different
find some.
kind.
You know what I'm
Nah, I'm
saying?
talking about here, bro. I'm talking about I'm talking about cipher this shit.
Nah, I
you
hear
know
what you're
I'm
saying. Oh, you
We
talking about here?
Yeah,
I'm talking
nigga.
about the song.
Listen, bro. Listen, I'm with a song too, bro. I'm trying to dip my toe back in this music shit a little bit. Everybody be sleeping on me. I tell people a lot, like, I rap, and they be like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, shut up. I'm like, nigga, I'm alright. I'm pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? And so, but now I got my pride is kicking in. I'm like, nah, first of all, niggas gonna respect my shit. So I'm like, alright, I think I'm about to come back a little bit and see what I can do with this music shit.
As you should.
You know what I
As
mean?
you should. Me too.
Nah, you, I seen your video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, where was y'all? That was on Fordham Road and shit.
Oh yeah.
I seen that shit.
That one. That was random.
That was random.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, you want to do this real quick? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And then I went. If I would have chosen a location, it would have been a different location, because I'm not from the Bronx.
Yeah, why'd you choose that?
They chose the location. They were like, meet here. I'm like, bet, I'll be there.
I definitely feel like in music though, right now is the best time to do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Was you talking about in general as
Yeah,
a
like,
woman?
and
Because I feel
as,
like
not
as
even
a woman
as
in
a,
the game,
not
like
e-
y'all got like
not
women
even
is
as a
running
woman,
hip-hop right
not
now,
even
bro.
as a woman, but as a whole. Like, I feel like if you look at how music been going, it's just kind of like
Ain't no gatekeepers no more.
that,
All
and
the
then it's
gatekeepers
like,
are getting
and then it's
put
like,
away.
yeah, and then it's like shit been stagnant. So some of the best artists been like, you know, they ain't been selling the best, and it just been like it is what it is. So it's kind of time for like some new shit. A lot of artists been doing their thing, whether they been just on the radio, they got their one song, but a lot of artists they've been giving them their shot. Like a lot
That's
of
because I feel like they looking for that. Like I feel like if you listen to certain like the heads of state, you should say in hip hop, or the niggas that been doing this, and the I don't want to say, but like the Joe Buttons and the you know what I'm saying, like the Funk Flexes and niggas like that, like they waiting for that next
The
big
next big
artist.
thing,
You
yeah.
feel me?
You know why?
It's
'Cause
like
the
people are
music-
like, yo,
yup.
where the fuck is it at? Like, and it's like all this shit that's coming out right now, besides the women right now, is trash. Like
Well, you
it's
know what the
like
issue
it's
is?
no
Or it's just-
besides
it's no-
Kendrick and
it's
Drake,
no-
my nigga, and that's it.
And you know,
Like
It's
you
no
know-
new sound. That's the problem. That the issue is this. The game has been swung too far to the extreme of just partying,
Vanity.
bullshit, vanity. You know what I'm saying? It's too far. It's swung too far to that side. You know what I'm saying? And to me, there's no
nobody
balance.
really
to it.
rapping.
too much
no
Diddy's,
more.
not enough
Niggas not really
Rakims, you
rapping
heard?
no more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like even when I was making music, not to cut y'all off and shit, it was times when I got in the booth and I tried to do that little auto tune and all that, and it just wasn't me.
I
Like you
try
feel
to do
me?
it sometimes.
I really rap when I get in there, and I feel like I got a particular voice. Y'all might be inspiring me tonight to also
Listen.
get
Get in
back
the
to
booth.
it.
Nah,
I was in the booth like a month ago, you know, nothing crazy, but
I was in a booth like a week ago.
see, I gotta get back. Last time I was in the booth, what, December, November?
I was writing a song with my cousin,
But I'm
and he kind of like, it was like an eye opener of how much the shit changed. I was writing this shit. We was in my mom's bathroom smoking up a storm and shit, writing
Like-
this song and shit.
recently,
Nah, this is a couple months back, and middle of the night and shit, and we writing, and I'm trying to spit, and he's like, and I, you know what I'm saying, I know I'm nice. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back about
Period.
this shit. But this nigga's like, yo, you gotta stop, and I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, I hate to tell you this shit. He was like, yo, one, you're using too many big words. And I'm not even a big word nigga, right? But the fact
Just
that
on
he
your
said
lyrical,
the
miracle
fact that
shit.
he said that was like, damn. And he was like, yo, he was like, you just kind of gotta just dumb it down a little. Like they don't want to really hear too much. They just kind of want to hear a couple of things to make them feel good, and
Yep.
and that
and
shit.
that's
hearing
I hate
fucked
that
up for people
shit,
that
man.
really respect the craft.
Facts.
Yeah, hearing
That's
that
fucked
broke
up
my
for people
heart.
that really
That's the-
respect the craft.
Yeah.
that's the
'Cause
problem.
I'm one of them niggas. Like for me, but I always felt like I knew how to be in the middle because I understood that from a long time ago. But I don't make music no more, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? But that's fucked up, because somebody that really respect the craft and really like to make music and rap is like, niggas don't want to
But I also
niggas don't want to hear
understood.
that shit, OG.
I also
Damn.
understood what he was saying
Just throw it
because
on a mainstream
Damn.
beat.
And that
That's it.
shit hard.
But I also understood what he was saying because if you listen to like what this generation really goes towards, it's look, you got your
Be
drill,
honest,
you
just
got
say it.
you got your trap, you got
It's some bullshit,
it's,
y'all.
it's a lot
Let's
of
be
bullshit. You
honest.
know what I'm saying? And it's like what he was trying to say was like, yo, you got to kind of appeal to their ears, and it's like I got it, but at the same time, I didn't understand how I was gonna do it. I was like, yo, like I don't know how.
I feel like everybody just doing what everybody doing just to pop, like, or
Exactly.
just
And
reaching
that's
for a
the-
TikTok hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it got to.
But I feel like when
That's
there
what people
is,
popping off at TikTok, and then they becoming
It's not-
rappers.
it's not
about-
it's not about the craft no more.
and then you can't keep
It's
that
about
up
the
because
money.
you got one little.
That's
You know
how
what I'm
true it
saying?
is.
Like your creativity was just on that, or with some random shit you was just doing. You was like, oh, let me put that on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people in the game that don't got no passion for this shit. That don't love hip hop. That's not students of the game,
it's
bro.
more than half of these niggas that's popping. It's like you almost gotta not care about it to do this shit.
I guarantee 70%
That's
of the.
like,
That's
I-
crazy.
You can't put too much effort into it. The more effort you put into it, like niggas like pop,
Yo,
like a
it's
Pop
weird you
Smoke.
just fucking say that shit.
Like
I
a Pop
I guarantee-
Smoke.
I
That nigga wasn't.
guarantee-
He said he started rapping, and then he popped. That's literally how it happened.
I guarantee
It was like-
70 niggas,
It wa-
70% of the niggas on the radio wouldn't know who DJ Premier was if he walked by them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And
I,
So
I,
no
I
craft-
wouldn't.
there's no craft
I
behind
honestly wouldn't know.
that's
Either.
crazy.
there's no craft behind none of this.
DJ,
shit, though.
y'all wouldn't know who DJ Premier was if he walked by y'all.
Actually,
I'll be
That
honest.
proves
I
my
wouldn't
point.
know.
Like, and y'all rappers, like rap.
I'm not. Listen, I'm so
Y'all
many years.
rap, but
I'm,
don't know who
I'm,
DJ
I'm
like.
mad years removed from
It
being
shouldn't
a
be like
rapper,
that, though.
You know what I'm saying? So I've had other interests besides music.
DJ
over the
Premier
years
is a
and shit, but I get
legend,
it,
man.
but-
I'ma look him up.
But understand this, like, I'm just now starting to get back into like this generation's music. I was a nigga that was so stuck on listening to old shit because I couldn't get it. But like, I don't know. I went through a whole bunch of shit. Let's not even get into that. But now, like, I feel like I gotta kind of understand the air of this generation's music now. I don't know, for some reason it kind of hit me like maybe like a year ago. I'm not even gonna act like it hit me like recent. It was like a year ago. Like it just like finally hit me. Was like, okay, I can kind of fuck with some of these sounds, but I have to find my own sound. That was what it was, because it took me a long time to find my own sound back when I was doing that shit. It took me a long time, and then when I did, I didn't want to do shit no more. I didn't want to do music. So it's like, it's the passion, like you saying, like it's easy to lose that shit because we all started off the same, yo. We all
It's
started
very
off
easy.
just loving to make music. That's how you start off. When you first find out you know how to do this shit, that shit is like the best thing. You're like, oh, I ain't really know I'm that good. I ain't know I could rhyme like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then once other people start appreciating it, that's when you feel like that's when you start to believe in yourself more. But over the time, it became more like a chore. We all go through that shit where you feel like, damn, like I don't want to have to sit in my room, be alone for hours, try to come up with shit, throw it out, start over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, it's I'm not even a brag no boast. When I was doing this shit, I didn't take too much time to write none of this shit down and none of that. When I was really in that prime and around that same energy, like I really was just beat. This how I feel today. Beat. This how I feel today, and that's how like, bro. I really wish that I really kept going with that shit though. I'm not
you
gonna
know
lie.
what? You want to know what was my issue? It's not that I didn't have a problem writing. It's that very few beats inspired me to write. That was my
I
issue.
feel like
that way
I
now.
was in a
That's how it
good
is
pocket
now.
though.
I feel
I
that
feel
way
like
now.
I was in a good pocket because the time I was making music, I feel like you could go on YouTube and find a beat. This is like probably 2016 to like 2019.
Yeah.
The beats was golden. Now that's another reason why I feel like I can't jump back into it, because if I go on and try to find a beat, it's just like these I don't feel these shits. I used to
It's because back
like
when like the era that you talking about, you could go and be like, oh, a J. Cole type beat or Wale
And it
type
was
beat,
really like-
and it's some fire shit. Now who you gonna put?
And
Who would
that's
you put?
crazy.
Who type beat?
That's crazy you
You get
say
what I'm
that.
saying?
Because you know what was the main thing that I used to do, not to give none of these aspiring artists any source, but you know, love is love, right? My whole thought process behind making music, when I was making music, was that. Like if I searched up a J. Cole type beat, that's who I'm going to go in my head. So I'm going to approach this beat like J. Cole in my head. And a lot of the times when I be like, I'll tell somebody, like, I'll preview for somebody, they hear it. Oh, yeah, I fake when J. Cole flow. They don't hear that. So it's like, damn. They like, I'm in my head, I'm like, I went J. Cole, and they had something totally different. And I found that when I did that, it was kind of easier to make music. Like if I searched up a fucking Sleepy Hollow beat, and I go how I listen to Sleepy Hollow, I go to how I feel like Sleepy Hollow would go on the beat.
I will listen
Niggas
to
don't even hear that.
Before I find one beat that I like. I just
Everybody process different because everybody different.
The beats talk to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It
that's
tells you, like, sometimes it tells you what to write. Like, it's weird. I
love beats
can't
like
explain
that.
it, but it's like that.
Me too. With the first line that comes to my head, I always go with it. Every time I hear a beat and the first thing that comes to my head, I always be like, yeah, that's
The
it.
first line and the last line is the most important part of your rhyme.
And it be the toughest to
It's the
figure
most
out,
important
too.
part of your rhyme is the first line and your last line.
I was terrible at ending my shits. I'm not gonna lie.
I was-
As an artist, I was terrible. Like
I think I would be bad starting it and then end like finish strong.
Nah,
so
I-
because you get
yeah,
you start getting
yeah.
the flow and
So I'm not gonna say terrible,
and
right?
then you go back and then change the beginning and
Yeah, I'm not gonna say terrible, but I feel like the beginnings was the strongest, and then when I got to the end, it was just like alright, I'm gonna just
Well,
get by.
with that, what I would
That's
like
the
say if you walking down the street and like some fire bars just popping in your mouth, like I would just write that shit
Me
in my
too.
notes.
I do the
You know what I'm
same
saying? And then
Yeah.
you hear a beat and that's the opening. That'd be the opening bar because it goes or it's like it talks you. It'd be like, oh, this. Is
I wish
that
it worked
type
for me
shit.
that way.
That it doesn't work for me that way either.
I wish it worked.
It-
I'll
it'd be
hear
like
it.
that. I'll be
I
like,
could come
oh,
up with a
shit.
rhyme
That
in my
bar will
head.
be in the middle of it somewhere.
Nah,
Not
I'll
the
come up
beginning
with
of
that
It
it.
rhyme
depends
in
on the
my head.
type, but it's usually like an opening bar that'll pop into my mind like that.
Nah, I will write that shit in my notes, but the reason why it doesn't function well for me is because when I go back to it, I don't kind of remember the way I said it. So it's only good in the moment for me. So that's why here's the I have one
It's a
really
voice
good
note,
gift.
you say.
This is the best gift I ever had. I don't know how I developed this shit. Don't ask me how. I have the ability to write the rhyme, but by the time I get to that last line, I remember the whole shit. Don't I? Because I'm reciting it through the whole way.
Everybody got different. From
Yeah, I'm reciting it through the whole way. So by the time I'm on that last word, I know this shit. I don't need the paper no more. But here was my problem. This is where my career went nowhere. And I can, in hindsight, I think about this shit all the time, and this is why I go about this confirmed shit different. Back then, I didn't put any work into this shit. I thought I was good enough. I really did. I really thought I was good enough. I thought somebody was gonna
Same.
find me. I really thought I was gonna get discovered. I put no work. I really thought I was Allen Iverson of rap. Real talk, practice. You know what I'm saying? Like we here talking about practice. That was me. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I failed. I got nowhere doing that shit. I failed miserably. I fell flat on my face. You know what I'm saying? And I had nothing to show for. So, in hindsight, you know, for all these up and coming artists, it's about the work and consistency, but they have to also understand that these industries and these A&Rs, they're not necessarily looking for talent either. They're looking for
looking
someone
for-
to control, because that's what that's about. They can this talent. Listen, I know way more niggas nicer than me. I met them already. I know way more, and I think I'm nice. I know niggas nicer than me. I know nigga that died. I ain't even gonna listen. My nigga was nice. My nigga was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't. If it was about that, they can find them anywhere.
Yep.
It's about who we can control. Who, you know what I'm saying? Who's stupid enough to sign this fucking piece of paper that says, "Yo, give me all your publishing, give me everything." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always about that. Maybe I'm saying too much now. They probably gonna try to cancel me, but fuck it. Let's
Nah,
put it
but
out there.
on another note, right? How y'all feel about that Drake song? I'm not gonna lie,
The
that
new one that came out?
Nokia shit
haven't
is
heard it
really.
yet.
I don't listen to Drake.
Nah, it's not even like that.
I
like that. Hold on.
Hold on. Because I'm a Kendrick fan. Like a lot of people that know me, if you
That's
really
my
know
number
me,
one right
even
now,
from high
so-
school, I was listening to Kendrick from high school. I could recite certain Kendrick songs that niggas won't even know, like at all. But however, that Nokia, who's calling my phone? Who's calling that
Bro.
shit?
That song.
Who's calling that shit?
That shit
I
right
ain't gonna
there
lie.
been stuck in my mind for 3
Because
weeks.
that
no,
little
because you
snippet
gotta.
on
I just hate
you
the
gotta-
video.
No, you gotta understand though, right?
I haven't heard it.
Because he was on the brink of extinction, right?
Drake wasn't going nowhere.
Drake,
Nah, not even to say it like
No,
that.
hold on.
No.
Yeah,
If
Drake-
he didn't
Drake
come
Let
out,
me-
if he didn't come out with some tough stuff after all that,
he's
he
buying
would have
time.
been looked at a certain way. I'm not gonna lie. He would have been looked at a certain
He
way
still looked at
if he
a
didn't
certain
come
way.
out with something that really went up. I'm not gonna lie. He just happened to do it after that.
Alright, so
He lost that whole battle. And
Drake-
that's why I gotta respect it.
no,
I'm not gonna lie.
Jay Z
I'm
lost after Ether.
Yeah, but
It's
but that
always-
no,
Yeah,
but listen,
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
listen,
he
listen.
did.
Let me put this out there. Drake would have been good if he ain't filed that lawsuit, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that lost
it.
me. That
That's
lost me.
it. Like
that
that's
lost me. Right
he
there.
was
I'm not gonna
good,
lie.
bro.
Good on
I
that.
was
That lost
nervous when Family Matters dropped a little bit because I knew what you know what I'm saying. But
Nah, he lost me.
I'm telling you,
completely.
bro, if he didn't file that lawsuit, he'd have been good. Especially when like Nokia would have been so far, like more than what it's doing. Like it's doing that because Drake got diehard fans that's
He
never
said,
gonna stop
"Who's
listening
calling
to
my
him."
phone?
Facts,
Who's
and it's a
calling
lot
that
of them.
shit?
But that song is
Who's
so
calling that
fire.
shit?
I just hate the video because,
I ain't
bro,
gonna lie, that's that shit.
don't do a lawsuit and then try to troll niggas in the video. Don't do a lawsuit, still try to talk about
Yeah,
niggas.
But he always
like,
do
you
shit
feel
like
me?
that. Like,
Like,
when he
that's
had the
that-
beef
that's
with
pussy.
Brown,
That's
You know what we
soft.
gotta
that shit.
understand though? At the end of the day, this man is from Canada. Not even a it's like he's not. It's just a difference. I'm not coming for Drake, none of that.
Canadians
You know
don't. I
It's
can
a-
name
it's a
like a few
difference.
Canadians that
We're
ain't moving like
American,
that. You
he's
feel me?
Canadian, so certain things we look at as like
I don't think it's the Canadian side of him. I ain't even gonna say what side of him it is. That you know what I'm saying?
We're not gonna do all that.
But it's not-
things
it's-
get controversial here.
You know
but
what
we're
I'm
not
saying?
gonna.
But
we not gonna
it's
do all
not
that,
it's
yeah.
not the Canadian side, bro. Facts.
I didn't want to say that. I was trying to put it in
You
more political
gotta say
terms.
what it is,
Shots
though.
He's got dark humor. That's it.
Gotta say what it is.
Fuck that.
I mean, I don't
It's
think
his
it's so
other
much
half.
of a Canadian side, but I think
It's his other half.
I think it's more or less. He just doesn't come from. All right, listen. His music is great. I'll give him that. I get a Drake fucking headache at times. I keep it real. Like they just push him too much. It
Nothing
gives
was
me a
the
headache.
same since
But
nothing was the same.
He doesn't miss. I'll give him that. But this is the problem.
Ever since best I ever had for me.
The
I ain't
problem
gonna lie.
is
crazy.
the problem
You can't
is
fuck with him
is
at
that
all, like,
his
forever.
music, like okay, I don't know how much street shit he has ever gotten himself into, but we all know
Nah.
how he came up. You understand? So that can kind of, to a degree, when you're talking street shit.
I feel Drake got into more street shit, my bad, as a celebrity than as like before. Like that nigga wasn't on that type of time
I
at
feel
all.
like
bro.
he's still. Hello. Drake is still. Hello. Nah,
Drake,
He's not
I,
getting
don't, I
into- he's
can't
not
see
getting
it,
into
bro.
no street
Like
shit. He's not
he
getting
knows
into
a lot of gangsters now, but that's only
I
gonna
guess
get you
that's what
so
I'm trying
far.
to say. Like
Different.
That's only gonna
that's
get
what
you
I'm
so
trying to
far,
say.
bro.
Like he, you know what I'm saying, like that's what's kind of messing him up as far as like. I feel like he could have won every battle that he was ever in, but that's what's fucking him up
He
with this
wasn't-
Kendrick
he
shit.
wasn't gonna win
is
against
that
Kendrick, bro.
eventually the card was gonna get pulled, and and it's like everybody tried pulling that card, but nobody did it as clever as Kendrick did. That was the thing. Everybody pulled that card on him already. Oh, like you ain't from the hood. You grew up.
I mean,
you grew
Pusha
up
bodied him,
semi good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about how you pull the card though. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was genius. You got to give him
If
his
I know
credit.
Kendrick, he got something up his sleeve still. 'Cause
Yeah.
that Nokia shit.
Yeah, he's gonna,
like,
he's
seen
gonna,
that
he's
shit.
like,
He
nah.
he number
This
one,
nigga think
I'm
he
number
too
two,
happy.
scissor.
Did you see that little fucking
Revenge.
that little shit about him talking about he wanted to box this nigga Kendrick?
I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick was in the crib off
Bro.
the fist when he saw that off the fist.
Bro,
When he saw that Nokia was number one, and Kendrick is my boy, so if I know him, he coming back with some.
but that
hot
shit is like it's fluctuating. It ain't
Right.
Nokia is not steady at number one. He still
Listen,
got
bro,
Luther and he
it's
dropped
a-
the video, so
listen,
Luther's back up
Nokia
there.
is a good song.
Nokia is a great
not
song.
gonna
I
lie.
can't hold you. Nokia
I'm
is
not
a great song.
listen, bro.
I'm gonna go home and
Listen, bro.
It's
listen,
a great.
bro.
It's
I still
catchy
haven't
as
listened to it
shit.
Listen, bro.
The video,
That's
I-
what it's all about. It's not about how good a fucking song is. What the fuck this guy said on a song that was hot. It's about if I'm
Baby
doing my
girl.
daily routine,
That's my
I'm at
shit,
work
man.
and I'm
I
like,
ain't gonna hold
who's
you,
calling
man.
my phone?
Yeah, like
Baby girl.
Yeah, like
That's
baby
what it's
girl.
about. I'm
Let
not
me
gonna
see
lie,
you
at the
do
end of the
this,
day,
let me see you twerk.
if
That
I'm-
shit is fire,
If I'm
I
bro.
doing my
can't really-
daily routines and I'm, baby girl, let me see you do it.
Oh, that
That's-
fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
It's 2
'cause
different joints. It's
You
like you do the
know
beat
how
switch.
the best artist is like you don't even gotta actually listen to the song to know the song,
But
and that's it.
Y'all had me so fucking confused, bro. I'm like, what song is
nah,
this?
because the beat switches,
It's
so it's
alright.
like 2 different songs.
And for
No, I've
long,
heard the
I
whole song.
didn't know
It's
that.
okay.
I didn't know that, and then I heard the whole song.
It's
and I
alright,
said,
but a lot of his
wow.
songs grow on me, so I say it's okay now. But later on, like I'll probably be singing that shit too. So let me not say anything.
Because that,
now.
bro, that shit been
Nah,
stuck in my
because a lot
mind
of
for a
Drake songs they
while.
actually do
Bro.
grow on me. I don't like a lot of them at first,
Bro.
and then they eventually grow on me.
It's a lot of
and I'm
songs
like,
I don't
alright,
like
fuck with
neither
it.
from Drake.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
But
nah.
To a lot of them.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
gotta
every
give
once
that
is best I
guy.
ever
You gotta
had.
give that guy respect though.
you gotta, the longevity is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
It's insane.
You know what I'm
Nobody,
saying?
nobody ever did it.
Like,
And I know,
if it wasn't
like,
for
you can't
the,
even hate on that man.
if it wasn't for the lawsuit, he probably would be right back where he was before
Yeah,
the battle.
lawsuit was
Yeah.
like
The battle
he
fucked
was
it up,
hurt
bro.
for a second. That's all that shows. Like, night he was
Don't
hurt
do that.
for a second.
We not gonna see. I wasn't going. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
It
We're
was-
not gonna do that.
He was hurt for a second, and that's all that was.
Scorpio's kind of losing this last year.
Yeah, but he bounced back. He bounced back.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see
now.
what Kendrick does after that.
I can't like Gen X was fire. I can't wait for the next album. Like
I ain't gonna lie, that 30 for 30 go crazy too.
that.
That 30
That
30.
sample. That
good?
shit is
I
fire.
don't know what they.
I'm,
they
I'm,
Drake songs.
I'm right here with
That's
you.
not
bro.
even.
No,
that's
no,
a Kendrick
30 for
song.
30 is
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
My bad, we don't know.
I'm right here.
So who
Listen,
y'all want to talk about?
nah, I just haven't caught up to
I'm
all
listening
that
to
yet.
y'all.
I'm
Yeah,
into my
I'm
listen.
about to go home
fuck with
and do
niggas
my
that think
research
it
at
ain't
this
good
point.
in
I'm
you.
listening to.
I'm into
taking
my
mental
own
notes.
shit
Sit
right
on
now,
this
yo.
period.
I'm taking mental notes. Like, who am I?
That's that shit.
Yeah, that
right
30 for
there.
30 is hard.
I'm into my
bro.
own shit right now, yo.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
trying to
See,
put
that's how it
myself
was
in the
for a while.
competition.
That's how it was for a while. You know what I'm saying? Just listening to myself, me and
Now,
my
don't get
niggas.
me
That's
wrong,
it.
I listen to other people.
But that's because I ain't really want to be inspired by everything else.
There you go.
That's
You get what
how
I'm
I am.
saying?
There you go.
Like I don't want to be like.
You gotta hear what's out there to know.
Of course
where
I
you
only
at,
listen to old shit.
You gotta hear what's out there to
don't
know
do that.
where
Don't
you
do
at.
that.
though.
I used to
Only
be
listen to
like
old
that,
shit.
and that's what fucked me up too.
Yeah.
I used to
You
only listen
have
to old
to
shit.
listen to what's out there
Yeah.
to know.
I mean, I
where
know
you
what's
are.
out
I just
there.
haven't
I'm not
caught up
gonna
to this
lie.
track, to this
I'm
shit
not
yet.
gonna lie. I noticed
It's
that
a balance.
Because back in the day when I was making music, it was. Now I be feeling like Unc. I don't. Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Like no, seriously. Like I don't be knowing these new artists and things of that nature. I'm just.
Like look at
I
the
just
summer
be
jam
vibing,
lineup.
like I gotta hear it from one of the younger homies. Like, oh, that's who hot right now, nephew. I'm really starting to feel like, that's
Like
crazy.
I'll hear the song,
yo.
but won't know who the artist is, like the new shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
same.
So I
Yeah, I don't
know
know
the
these
new songs, but
That's what y'all
won't know.
when y'all was saying that song. Like I didn't.
Yeah, you gotta.
Once you started singing
yeah,
it, I was like,
if you
all
know-
right.
yeah, if you hear it, that's exactly. You hear the song, it's like, I
And
heard
that's
that
a
somewhere.
problem, though. Y'all don't think like that's a
It's
problem?
okay.
though?
It
It's
is.
okay.
It is.
You still
It
know the
is a
song?
problem.
I know the song.
Nah,
It's okay.
it's a-
I've heard it from beginning to end. I'm not gonna say it's a bad song, but right now, like I'm not. It's not something I would listen to.
Music is just at a
Shit.
certain place right now.
I mean, it ran
Like
its
I
course
said.
already. I ain't gonna lie, but it's
Music is just at a certain place right now.
No music, and then
I think so. Music is at a certain place right now where it's just like it's
Please
no
don't manifest
real,
that.
Yo,
I
a lot
need
of my
music,
favorite
man.
beats. A lot of my favorite beats are R&B
You just-
beats.
I love R&B.
They
R&B
got
is
the-
that
to me,
shit.
They got the best 808s to me.
I'm working on.
You know what I'm
some
saying?
R&B.
Like,
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah?
you just got to go back to appreciate music.
You sing too?
Hell no, I don't sing, but I'm a
Oh.
rap.
Oh damn! See, you ain't have to say it like that.
All right, all right. Let me tell you, I really
You trying to
did-
make YN music? YN
I
R&B?
really tried to sing,
Sexy drill.
but I cannot sing at all, and I would never put nothing on the track that sounds horrible.
At
And I
least you
tried it
being
with
honest,
auto tune too, and that shit still sounds doo doo.
it's the right.
So I'm
you
like-
needed. You needed the right song.
That's what I be saying.
You needed the right song, and trust me when I say like I've sang on one song, and I knew I was not. I knew I wasn't supposed to be rapping on this song.
I feel like it's easier for
I
men.
knew it.
To
No,
sing,
it's not.
Because
Yeah.
y'all put auto tune and make it sound good.
I feel
hell
like
no.
he
That-
said, it
it's
gotta be
easier
the
for
right,
us to
it gotta be the
harmonize,
right
maybe.
song.
Right song.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
gotta
right
be the right
beat.
song.
It's the right
'Cause
beat
even-
because it's gonna come to you. Pause immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna immediately like you're gonna harmonize it. Like all right, I know this needs to be sang. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna realize that you can actually. It's gonna be notes that you know you can
Or
hit.
just write it and
I
then have
tried.
somebody
Listen,
else
you're
sing
not
it
gonna
for you.
sound the
All right,
best by
I
yourself.
sang one time and it was only one line and it sounded
Whose
so
song was
good.
it? Whose beat was
It
it?
was just my friend.
There you go.
and
That's why you didn't belong on that.
It's, you just gotta
It
find that
sounded so
lane.
good.
You
But
gotta
you
find
can
that
have somebody
lane.
else, like you could write it and then have somebody sing it. You know what I'm saying? And it'll
Absolutely.
kind of have the
I'll
same.
write you a song tonight.
you know?
I bet you. You'll
I
sing
did
with
that.
it.
I did that.
I swear to God, I'll
did
write
that.
you. I'll write you a
That
song.
song
I
is-
did that too.
That song is
I'll write you.
amazing.
I'll write you a
Yeah.
hook. I'm not gonna do a whole song. I'll write you a
All right,
hook.
bet. We'll see.
I'll
I
write you
did
a hook.
that. I did that shit.
Watch, you
going.
going. I'm gonna make you a believer.
With auto tune, right?
I'm great at everything I do with auto tune.
Okay, bet.
It's saying-
Without auto tune,
You just wasn't comfortable with the
I'm gonna
beat,
make you a
that's all.
believer, Shiro.
Yeah.
I'm great at everything.
Everybody keeps telling me that. I cannot sing.
I'm alright. Listen, I already know how you sound, so I already know what's the right. Listen, I got you.
okay.
I'll write it tonight. Easy. I'll do it in like 10 minutes when I get home.
Okay.
Got
We'll
you.
see.
It ain't gonna be the greatest, but you can go and realize you can
We'll
sing
see.
though. Yo, fix your face. Fix it.
Now I gotta practice sick. I gotta drink honey.
You don't have to
all that
practice.
fuck.
You have to.
Get
All
you a
you have to
couple
do is
ginger
remember
shots.
that shit comes from here, not up here. A lot of people try to sing from up
I know,
here
it
and
comes
shit.
from
Listen,
here.
you hear how deep my voice is? I have a baritone voice. I'm like Barry White.
Let me tell you something. I went to performing art school for high school, right? And that shit, I did all them little practices, all that shit. And I've been and did that shit. Yes, we had to do all that shit.
The point is, if I could sing, I wish I could sing. This the one thing on this planet that I can never do that I wish
God
I
knew
could
not
do.
to let me sing.
That's the one thing on this. I was good at everything. I can't sing. My voice is too fucking deep for it. So what I'm saying is, when women, y'all have the advantage on that shit. On
That's a
singing,
lie.
y'all have the advantage because your voices are so high pitched that all you have to do is drop it, drop the pitch of your voice. You can sing on tune.
That don't work for
anything.
everybody.
It doesn't. It'll work because you're gonna use auto tune. That's what you
It
want to
don't
use,
work.
right?
Auto tune don't work for everybody either.
The right song,
Definitely
Shira. The right song.
You gotta play with
the
the
right
auto-tune,
song.
that's the thing.
Yeah, and a lot
Never,
of people who
like,
fuck with
that's all
auto
it
tune,
is.
they don't understand the key that's your note, because you have to put your note on you have to put your voice on a certain key, on a
That's what it
certain
is.
note, and a
So
lot of
you
people
hear
don't
when
understand
niggas
that.
vocals be sounding raw and shit, and you like this shit sounds stupid. You kind of gotta sound stupid on auto tune. If you really trying to like speak the shit regular, it's not gonna sound good. You gotta sound.
You gotta sing
Like,
it the way it
like,
sounds
what?
in your head. But no, for real,
Send it straight,
you have
like
to sing
Adam.
it the way it sounds in
Like,
your
yeah.
head. Seriously,
Okay.
as
You
crazy.
can't,
You know
like-
how you know.
If
how
you got a good engineer, he'll put auto tune on your shit and you wouldn't even know that it's on there.
My one engineer, he knows everything about my voice. He'll
That's what I'm
tweak it
trying to say.
correctly.
Probably got your shit preset
So
already.
when I be trying to go to other people, this is why I always go to the same person. But when I do try to go to other people, I be like, listen, we're not even gonna do the auto tune. Let's just leave
Can
that
I ask you a
out.
question? And I'm taking a wild guess. Every song that they try to get you to sing on, they probably try to get you to sing on some crazy shit where you're trying to do high notes,
No.
right? No. So how high is a note
It was
they're
a
trying
song that I tried to write, and the words was nice. The voice was not there. That's all.
to? Okay. Listen,
Like in my head, I'm like, this is how I want it to sound, but it wasn't coming out that way.
you want to know who gets away with murder with singing one note?
Who?
Janae Aiko. She has one note, but she gets away with murder because she understands her lane. She don't try to go too high, too low. That's all you have to do. Find your lane.
Now I gotta practice.
I feel the weekend is like that
This
too,
is too
man.
much fucking-
Nah, The Weeknd has a lot of range.
Hot
yo.
take, man.
He has a lot of range, bro.
Weekend is over fucking rated. Yo.
Nah, I fuck with all his shit.
I like the
fuck with
weekend, but
Weeknd,
he is
but nigga,
overrated,
the
yo.
Twizzler, you
All his shit
stashing.
sound the same, bro. Call Out My Name is one of my favorite joints.
Listen, The Weeknd.
Nah, Call Out My Name, that was a while ago. It was from, I forgot what album it was on. It was from a soundtrack, probably one of the 50 Shades of Grey joints.
You stashing.
I'm not
Nah,
stashing.
The Weeknd, he not overrated. I fuck with his shit. He got a lot of range, but I know I'm chewing on the mic, right? Pause.
You think they can hear it?
ASMR.
Positive. Possible.
ASMR, y'all.
I could hear that.
They could definitely hear you. She chomping right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. What's up, Shira? What's up? You got another question for us? What's going on?
Let's see. Oh shit.
It's today your day.
Let's go. I got a good one.
It better be good. Impress me.
What's like one thing, like a ick, that instantly you're like, nah, this is not it.
With a girl, obviously.
Bad hygiene. Yo.
Yeah, you can't get over
I
that.
feel like that's
Yeah, it's like you
everybody always
remember.
says the same thing.
But that's what it is. Like if
Because
you
I'm not even touching you and you're affecting me.
you remember who smells bad.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter how sexy a woman is. If she,
I feel like my ick it's not even that close where I could smell them. Like I will have to see your teeth and your nails. Like if I could see black stuff under your nails or your teeth is all fucked up from far away, I'd be like, and I wear glasses, so it'd be looking extra fucked up. That's nasty. It'd be looking like you got 4 teeth missing if you only missing 2. Come on now.
Listen, the first time I ever smelled a girl who her shit was smelling crazy, the first time, that shit traumatized me for like 2 months. And it fucked me up because I thought she was the baddest thing I ever seen in my life. And I took her to my grandmother's crib. And I remember she told me, she was like, oh, you know, I was out all night partying. I'm just coming from my friend's house. I didn't make nothing of it, right? We go to my grandmother's crib. We chilling in the living room. And she's like, oh, you want to see what I wore to the party? So she changes and she has on this skirt. And I mean, this shit is so short. I could see her ass and I'm standing up. That shit is, I'm standing up and I can see her ass is popping out, right?
Damn.
And so we about to get it in, and I don't know, some told me to do the smell test because I'm playing with her. And I've never done a smell test before, mind you. This is the first time I'm like, not like, it's like I've gotten pussy before that, but this is the first time I ever felt like I needed to do the smell test.
Yeah, this is not it right here.
And I went to kind of like scratch my face, and I was like, oh.
Not your hand being this far, you can smell it.
Like I slapped myself in the face. Yeah, I ran to my grandmother's bathroom so fast. I washed my hands in a panic. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I swear to God, my mind was racing because, like I said, this girl was the baddest thing I had ever seen up to that point. Yo, when I got out that bathroom, I was just like, yo, we gotta go. I didn't even explain to her what the fuck was happening. I was just like, yo, we gotta go. For 2 months straight, I couldn't even think about pussy. It just fucked me up. 2 months, I swear to God, I couldn't. It fucked me up that bad. I was like, I didn't think a woman could smell like that before that day.
She should have fucking hit you with I gotta freshen up or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, she probably was too drunk.
Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
she
We
probably
was
wasn't even thinking about that.
we was young. We was like 18, like 17, 18,
Oh, yeah,
but still,
yeah.
but
That's
like,
the age they don't know no
Yeah,
better.
they don't
but
know how to
still,
really-
like
I've
that
been-
was the first time
I've
like
been through
I
a
ever
situation.
smelled a
Balance
woman
be a
like
little off
that,
and
and
shit.
I didn't think women could ever smell like that. I swear to God, I never thought a woman could smell
Seafood
like
platter.
that. Yeah, pretty much.
I've been through that situation.
But that was my first time though. That's what I'm saying.
that back shot
so
wouldn't be
there was more
ridiculous,
first time,
man.
you're gonna run it. You're gonna.
It was my first time. There was
Nah,
more
You're gonna
time.
run into
You
girls like that, yo. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah,
yo, that
sometimes-
shit
but
happens.
but
You are.
most women, because most women will hit you with, you know what I'm saying? Because if you out all day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah,
gotta get
understandable.
let me go freshen
But
up a
that's
little.
as
Like,
Let me say
get growner.
something. Let
That's
me
as
say
they
something.
get
Hold on.
growner.
As a female,
They was
Touch on
8.
that.
She
if
was
you could
18.
smell yourself, they could smell you too. Okay? So I know if they smell you, you can smell yourself.
Well, keep this in mind. Women do actually have a stronger sense of smell than women. I mean, than men. Yes, yeah, it's been proven. Y'all actually have a strong.
That's what I'm saying. So if
Yes.
you know,
That's crazy.
So no,
because
what I'm saying is we probably don't smell y'all as fast as y'all would smell yourselves because you have a stronger sense of smell than we do. Like that's
my
why
thing
like
is, as a
that's when
female,
y'all that's why
ladies don't have no
if
back
you can
shot.
smell
women.
yourself from all the way down
I
here,
get
all the
it.
way up here, then everybody else could smell you too.
I get it. Yeah.
Because this is a long
Yeah.
distance right
Can I-
here.
can I share
for you to
my
be able to
story?
smell
I'm-
yourself?
Yo,
Can I share my story?
we in the sharing mode. Go pause, but go for it.
I was probably like 1 or 2 years removed out of high school. Shorty was still in high school
like
though,
18,
right?
19.
Yeah,
I see.
Shorty was still in high school, and you know, she pulled up on me. It was like probably some Instagram shit. You know, I was doing my little ones and twos back in the day, like I told y'all. And she came to my crib. You know, I was like my brother. It's just I don't know. Smell test was it back then. Like,
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying. I just seafood platter. Seafood platter.
But what do y'all do in them situations? Like he said,
The
he just packed it up
situation
and he
was
packed
all
it
right.
up.
So I kind of like this was like I didn't want to be mean, so I just sat at the other end of the bed. She like, why you so far? I'm like, right. So I tried
no
to
funny shit,
yo. So I tried to give her, you know, I'm like maybe she was in school, maybe she had gym,
Marinating.
maybe she had gym today,
Ah.
a little PE action, you know. I'm gonna try to give her one more chance. I was young. I'm just realizing stuff. I'm young and shit like that, you know. This is because I was a late bloomer, y'all. But that's neither here nor there, right? So the next time, it smells similar, if not
Smells similar.
similar, if not worse. You know.
That pH balance was off.
So you know,
You was not
I had
the only one.
I had
That's
to
why.
respectfully decline.
Mhm.
You know. But I finally, like, I was a kid. I was a little timid back then. You know, we're not even gonna talk about all that. But I finally mustered up the confidence to tell her, like, you know,
it ain't
like,
right,
yeah.
mama.
So I said it like this. I know I remember exactly what I told her, and it fucked my head up because, like, I said, like, your goodies ain't smell too good. And
What year was this?
she,
Because you
I
said goodies.
always was clever. I'm not gonna lie. That's how true it is. I always was clever with my words.
Nah,
So,
I mean, yeah, that's...
It was probably about 2015, 2016, no later.
Okay.
No
Because
later.
that shit would have hit hard. Like,
Yeah, your goodies ain't smell too good.
Mhm.
She laughed, y'all. She laughed. Like,
what you
'Cause she
what you
probably
mean?
knew.
She was embarrassed.
yeah,
So
I'm
it's
I'm
like a...
dead serious. She
It
It was
laughed.
like an
That was
embarrassed
new.
laugh, or it was like a diabolical laugh. Like, what kind of laugh
It
was
was
it?
a text message laugh.
It was
so
like-
I don't-
Oh,
I
hold
don't
on,
even
wait.
know
It
the
was through
con-
text.
I
Hold
don't
on,
even
wait,
know
wait,
the
wait.
context.
So you told her through text
Yeah, I
message.
couldn't tell her that. Like,
Oh, you is
Wait, so
not.
wait, 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 wait.
I would have called her like, y'all ain't gonna lie,
Wait,
right?
wait,
now.
wait,
It was
wait,
over.
wait.
I thought-
wait.
I was young and I was
So you never clapped?
Oh,
I didn't kill her.
Okay,
I
okay,
absolutely
okay.
didn't kill her. I
I was
couldn't.
confused.
He still would have went through.
Nah, I ain't
Y'all
gonna
still
lie.
didn't get done.
Did you not hear
Yo,
my
hold
last
on,
story?
wait,
I'm not gonna
Pack it
lie.
up.
I could
Yeah,
not.
I always pack it
the
up.
way that even
Ladies.
me, younger me knew that shit wasn't right.
yo, ladies.
I knew that shit wasn't right.
If it smell
I knew it
a
wasn't
normal
right,
nigga,
bro.
that shit gonna go down. Like, it's not. You not
Niggas
even.
be
I'm not
sticking
gonna even.
sometimes too. So I don't
Oh,
know.
well.
That's an instant turn off as well.
The
I be
point,
like,
the
why
point
do you
is,
even smell
Shira.
like
The
that?
point is, Shira. As women, you're not supposed to be more gross than we are.
That's a fact.
You're just not supposed to be more gross than we are. That's the point. Like, okay, you're gonna come across gross men. That unfortunately, that's what our species are. The best of us aren't. But women, y'all all supposed to be better than us, especially in hygiene. So.
Yeah,
like,
like I didn't
I
seen a
don't-
guy.
yeah.
He looked so good, dressed real nice, you know.
Shit
But then when
stains in yours.
exactly he turned around and I seen a little shit stain, I was like,
Nah,
I was
that's
like,
so.
ew,
That's so.
unattractive.
I'm not gonna
disgusting
lie. That's
looking.
so
I don't even want to
crazy.
look at you ever again. Stop trying to talk to me. He be in my inbox all the time. I just want to write him like, stop it, shitty butt. Like, leave me alone.
Nah, to not know,
Yes, that's
Fellas.
disgusting.
y'all gotta make sure y'all wipe y'all ass.
At least
Appropriately.
niggas would tell y'all though.
Y'all
Y'all
have
don't
to,
tell niggas.
Why would I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna be
Nah.
like, yo, you got shit on your underwear.
That would help him in the future
Nah, why do you, as a
All right, so
grown
I'ma hit
man,
him
why
up
do
today
you
like, yo,
even
that
have
one
shit?
time-
though. No, it's too late for that. You could have helped him. You could have helped him, but you failed. Remember that? What was that
Yo,
song by?
don't help him.
What,
Should I-
what the
what I- what
Eminem
would I
say?
have done?
Remember that song
Yo,
by
go
Phil
home.
Collins in the air
I
of the
would like, yo,
night
go home and
about that
change your
guy who
underwear.
could have saved that other guy from
That's so
drowning, but
crazy.
didn't.
Nah,
The
that's
Phil
not
song,
drowning.
now the
That's
soul
what I
found
said
him.
to him.
That's not drowning.
What would I have said to him? Like, yo, you need to go home and change your
That's
underwear.
not drowning.
I don't
What
fuck
I'm
with him like
saying
that.
is, you could have saved him,
He
but
under-
you did it.
he
It's too
underrated
late.
already.
Be like, I don't. You should have been like, I don't want you. Like, is like you just not the one for me. Da da da. Da. If he'd have been like, why? You'd been like,
You let
I don't know what you would have said.
Listen.
Because
He
it's
haven't
like,
hit me up after that.
no. You
so
just say
he
he beat
probably
your
knew. He
DMs.
probably
Stop
went home
it.
and seen that shit.
Stop it.
Because I friend zoned him recently. I was like,
Ah.
we could be friends. We just not gonna be the friends you want to be because I ain't trying to be them type of friends. So yeah, I had to friend zone him.
Friends don't walk.
What I'm
Friends don't
saying
let
is-
friends
what
walk
I'm
around
saying
with the
is-
shitty butt.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Under most circumstances, men, as bad as we'll feel about it, we'll actually say something, and we don't even try to be like. The crazy shit is, and it's crazy how all men tell this story the same way. Like when we find out that a girl is like that, we don't even be trying to embarrass y'all. Like we really like when we, especially when we tell y'all,
why I didn't say nothing
we be
till
feeling
just now.
bad
I'm
as a matter
Yeah, I
of
mean,
fact.
I just
We
leave
be
it
feeling
alone. I
bad,
ain't-
like damn,
I
like
don't-
If we thought you was calm and cool, like you
And
feel
ba-
me?
and
It's
bad?
like we not going.
I ain't
we
say
not
nothing
going.
to nobody. I didn't tell nobody like, yo, that nigga had shitty drawers. I ain't.
You told
try-
us. I mean,
Well, y'all don't know who he is though.
She ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Da, 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 da. You say, hey, everybody, Smokey back here taking a shit.
But that's how you end up in the group chat with a fucking nickname.
Yeah.
Shitty
Shitty,
butt.
Y'all don't,
shitty
say-
butt.
y'all don't tell
Shitty
niggas.
butt.
And see, you see, you part of the problem. You part of the
Shitty
problem.
butt. He part of the problem. He know better than that
coulda-
shit, man.
But see, but what I'm saying is that's how you get the nickname
He
because
know
they don't
better
say
than that
nothing.
shit, bro.
But that's why we gotta give them nicknames, yo. We gotta continue to give them nicknames and forever to give y'all nicknames.
Nah, it's crazy because we do shit like
Nah, we
if,
do.
if it's
We
our
do.
real friends, they know shorty name or it's really
They
be
be
a
like, Big
nickname
Feet,
too. It's
La
it's
Cienega.
still really nicknames though. Men really give shorties nicknames
do.
too.
Shout out to the Proud
we
family.
do.
We do.
Or
We're
it's
not-
like
we're
your
not-
Instagram names or something.
Nah, but it's more.
I-
I be
yeah.
calling people their Instagram name. When my friends, I be like, this person, they'll know by the Instagram names.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember nicknames we gave girls. I can't
I
think
done
of one
gave-
off the top.
I don't
of my
really
head.
be
Hoodie
good. I
dick,
just
all that. Like we
that's
didn't have all
crazy.
these nicknames. Like we
That's
had all
wild.
these nicknames.
Chat.
Y'all know.
Chat.
Y'all know chat.
Damn.
Chat. I don't know. This mic looser than the
Damn.
motherfucker. I've been
You
trying to
fucked it
hold
up.
it.
Look,
you-
you taking the fucking.
Yo, I
They
see them
think
there the
rapping
whole
and shit.
time
Yeah,
too. I
I'm
just
saying.
peeped
Nah, I've
that.
been trying to-
Yeah, fix that shit.
I'm just trying to live my life, y'all.
Living it wrong right now.
Just trying to live my life.
We called a girl roast beef.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hold on,
Roast
wait.
beef is understandable.
Roast beef.
though.
I hate
No.
yo.
That's
That
because
is
we
the
both
worst.
smashed, so we both could kind of like.
I think that's
Yeah,
it.
roast
That,
beef.
that's
But
an
what do you
ick too.
think?
That's an ick
ladies'
too?
That's an
nicknames
ick.
be
I
coming
don't
from?
like.
Nah,
Yo,
that roast beef shit.
I don't like yo.
Okay,
no.
listen.
I like.
Di-
I love
different-
eating
listen,
pussy.
All
I
women,
cannot deal
all
with
women
that.
are not created equal. Let's start there. So different vaginas come in different shapes and sizes and different looks. And sometimes let me land this plane. Let me land this plane. Sometimes it could be a little bit too much there.
The roast beefy.
A little roast beefy there.
Just like
You know
how
what
y'all
I'm
Oh
don't
my
like.
god! I saw a video of a girl get it removed, and they was
Oh,
holding it
no.
like this, and then my
Oh,
friends was like, "Oh,
no.
that's that roast beef." She cut off the roast beef.
Bow,
I was
bow,
like,
bow,
"Oh."
bow,
That's that
That's that roast
that
beef.
labia surgery. That's
That's that roast beef.
Yes,
Bow,
that
bow,
was- I
bow.
was like,
no.
"Oh,"
That's crazy. I ain't
roast
gonna lie.
beef.
Roast beef go crazy.
Because that shit.
and it really looked like it too. I was like, "No way."
Nah, I can't.
That shit is
Like,
I already
so they
know
just
how I
be
get
born
down
with the
with
roast
that
beef, or does that is like
What?
they just be born with the roast beef?
No,
Roast times.
can't
That's-
be born that way. It's it. I
mean you
guess
can't be
I
born?
honestly
Excessive,
don't know.
excessive pounding.
Excessive pounding.
That's what it is.
Like,
That's what
fuck
people
do you
like. I think
Yeah,
that's
but
what
use the
you
same
think, but I
words, say
don't know.
natural
Like,
amount.
I
Excessive
don't know.
pounding.
I really
I-
don't. I'm about to look it up. To be honest with you,
I think it's just.
Interesting.
because I, feel
I think
like
it's just different.
obviously as a woman, I've taken pictures of myself from when I was younger because I was that type of girl till now, and everything's changed. You know, because
Should have started roast beefing.
no, whoa, 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 I said that. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying like it looks so
I-
much
I-
different when I was younger. Like
Okay.
I fuck out of here. I'll be like this right now, not on the camera, but stop
Nah,
playing with me.
yeah. I
That's
was just
it. Just
talking
looked
shit,
like
man.
I had kids.
That's-
That too.
Yeah, I
like,
think, but
it looked like
It's
some
crazy,
people
my fault,
exited.
nigga.
the
That's what it
woman,
looked
the
No,
the.
actually, if you wanna,
But I don't.
Nah.
I don't think the kids
We
have
don't.
anything to do with
I'll
it
play
because
Not
with
you.
you. I'm playing
the
with you.
woman that
dog.
I seen that was, that had the most. Well, she didn't have no kids. Actually, the women with like. The women with kids be having a pretty pussy sometimes. Like most times, like I've noticed that.
Yeah,
like
I've
I
noticed
ain't
get
gonna
that
lie.
a lot,
Like
but I'm
Noticed
just
that
saying, it do look different from what I had when I was younger. I be looking at
I'm
myself like,
fucking
damn,
screaming.
I was so young. Like my arms, my face, everything. I'm like, I'm old as fuck now. Shit, my body
That's
ain't the
it,
same no
that's
more. I can't even fucking stretch how I used to. I hate this shit.
All them
the yoga.
videos.
That's why she
You know what
doing
I'm
the
saying?
yoga
I mean,
now.
yeah, yoga's so much fun. I be stretching all the time.
Ah.
Can't even do it right no more.
Alright,
I
so-
endorse yoga too.
Yeah, me too. I do it every day.
Ladies, get on them Pilates
fuck outta
classes.
here.
And
Oh,
shit
I
like
want to do
that.
Pilates.
Nobody want to see
actually.
this nigga stretching. Fuck
No,
out of
I'm
here.
I want to see this nigga stretching.
See,
Nobody want to see that shit, nigga.
first of all,
Wearing a leotard and shit.
that's how you stay young, y'all. That's how you stay young, y'all. Don't listen to this guy. Make
damn.
sure y'all work it. Make sure y'all work it out.
You gotta stretch and
Yoga
flex
Make sure y'all work
sometimes.
it out.
That
Make sure,
stretch and flex work, B.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
I want to see Oli on yoga tights. Let's do
Crazy.
it.
Nah,
fuck
we're not
around and
doing
pull a
that.
hamstring.
I
See,
just did.
shit, not a joke after that.
I just did.
Niggas out here pulling hamstrings and shit. See,
That's why I don't play ball no more, yo.
Y'all be scared to play ball.
Me too.
I be like, yo, I think I'm a.
I
I
know
don't do no
people are
physical
really
activity.
having
I have
Bro.
a shoulder
My
injury.
son fucked his whole leg
That's
up.
why I don't really
But you know
work
where the
out,
most injuries
'cause
come
my
from?
Injury.
Jumping for rebounds, yo. We don't realize that shit.
That's not where my injury came from.
We don't
It
realize.
be, it be when niggas try
How
to
often
do
do
too
you
much.
jump? How often do you jump?
What you mean?
How often do you jump?
Never.
As far
In your-
as
in
in
your
general,
life. You don't jump in life.
I do jumping
you
jacks,
walk.
bro.
Okay, because you exercise. That's
jump.
different. Most people don't necessarily
I
just
haven't
be.
literally
jumping
jumped like
sometimes.
as
I
far
do.
as
To do
jump for
what,
something
nigga?
in a while.
What you jump to do?
and electrical. Sometimes I don't be feeling like getting on the ladder. I'm an electrician, so sometimes I'm a little tall. So
In
I might
construction,
I
you
might
be
jump a
jumping
little bit.
Sometimes
to get some shit.
Sometimes,
I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes. All right, that's a little different. But
that-
what I'm
it's-
saying
it's,
is,
it's not.
it's not the
I
same.
might jump more than the
the
average
point is,
person, but
when you're playing
yeah,
ball,
niggas don't jump like
when you're
that.
playing ball,
You
you're
right.
jumping, but you're jumping with what do they call it? A quick twitch. So you're putting mad energy into a jump. You're not used to doing that shit, and you're
And the
landing, bro.
yeah, it's the
We
landing.
don't realize
It's the
that shit, bro.
landing.
That shit is how you get injured at our age.
It's the landing for sure. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
But it's,
Yeah, I work with my hands and my legs, so I can't be taking no chances like that.
You know what?
Just
I'm
for
gonna start
nothing.
doing yoga for real,
I know
actually,
a dude that
because I
got.
have to
I know a dude that fucked his whole leg up recently off a kid. Like a kid ran into his leg. My son was in recovery for about 6 to 8 months. It's tragic. Wait. He was about 27 at the time. When you get older, you gotta relax a little bit.
Bro,
if
when
you're
I
not in the
was a-
NBA,
I've been in recovery
if
for
you're
my
not in the
shoulder for like
NBA,
3
y'all
years,
take it easy.
so-
when
And
I
that
was a
shoulder
kid,
shit just be happening sometimes.
when I was in
Yo,
my
I'm
20s,
sorry, y'all.
yo, I was Wolverine, yo. My healing factor was crazy.
They could afford
Now-
those injuries.
Now I'm old man Logan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
These
I'm on my
Yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying?
If you're not in the NFL, NBA, Major
not as
League
old as you
Baseball,
guys, but I still feel it. You know.
you guys,
I'm gonna live to 200
Yeah,
years old,
I
so
ain't-
I'm straight. I got great genetics. I'm gonna live to 200.
Period. As you should.
Listen, I got the blood of like Adam and Eve and shit. So
Nah,
Me
them
too.
niggas live
That's
forever.
another question.
Them niggas
right?
live for like hundreds
So
of
we
not
years.
all
to cut
do.
y'all off, right?
Mhm.
Realistically, though, I know you said that, right?
Go for it.
Realistically, what's a good age to you? Like, do you feel like you're satisfied on this earth? Like,
I
if you
ain't
had
throwing
to-
that out there.
Not even like, nah, that's too. Yeah, nah.
Age for what? To be
To-
satisfied about what?
About death.
Like if
Just
death
not
came,
even-
then you'd be like,
Whoa,
all right,
what the
I'm good.
fuck?
Cause it's
Yeah.
not even to be like that, but it's,
Whoa.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
cause I could say 100, like 100 years. To me,
tired?
honestly,
I got a better question.
Because I'll be
I
tired of
mean-
life by
Do
then.
you think you'd be happy if you were able to
mean-
live forever?
and see, that's
That's
a
a
way
better-
But
better
what
question.
Do the
age do you
people
stop?
I
Way better
love
question.
live forever too? Because I ain't
It
trying to see
depends
too
what
many
age you
people.
See,
stop.
and
Let me-
that's a whole thing
Let,
about
all
it.
right, let me
That's the
let me
whole
lay
thing about
let me
it.
lay the question out just so we understand what immortality is. There's two versions of immortality, so understand this. There's a more immortality where you're indestructible. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can kill you. Nothing can do anything to you. And then there's the immortality where you
Somebody
just
kill
you can just live a long time. Now I'm gonna
If you
tell
don't
you,
get killed.
I'm gonna tell you what happens in both scenarios, and you will never be happy in either one.
I don't-
The first scenario where you're indestructible, the first thing that's gonna happen eventually is because you're gonna become bored with life. You're going to experience everything.
Everything.
Oh,
One
let me land this because I'm gonna
500
lose my
years.
train of thought. You're gonna experience everything you can possibly experience, and then nothing else in life can make you happy. It would be impossible. But the second one is even worse. The second form of immortality, whereas you can live for a long time, you won't get sick, but you can be killed. That's the worst one because you can avoid being killed. But here's the problem with living with immortality. Eventually, anything is called Murphy's Law. Anything bad that can happen eventually will happen to you. So the worst possible thing, if you've never died in a plane crash, you will die in a plane crash. You've never drowned before, you will drown. Because the
probability.
chances of those happening to you, the probability go way higher because you live
That is so
forever.
fucking long.
You're going to die. You never burned alive.
Do shit.
You never burned alive. Guess what? One day you're gonna burn alive.
It's just gonna happen.
It's gonna happen because you eventually you've lived too long to where that part of life will catch up to you. Remember, modern times just got here 100 years ago, and we just started modernizing it. Before that, shit was all barbaric and shit, and even worse the further you go back. So, and keep this shit in mind. Most people don't realize this shit. You know how many, what do you call it? World catastrophic events Africa has gone through? Like, most people don't realize that's the reason why Africa looks that way. Like, you know how like the world has supposedly ended a whole bunch of times over, floods, volcanoes, all this shit. Like the asteroid hitting the fucking dinosaurs. That was one of the times where the Earth fucking ended. The shit ended a bunch of times over. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much Africa.
Getting into that.
Like an African man explained that shit to me. He was like, "Yo, you want to know why Africa looks the way it is? Because Africa has already went through its world catastrophic event like over and over again. It's been going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why. But still, like you're still finding all these fucking diamonds and all this crazy shit there. But not to go off subject, but that was like a train of thought I had. You know what I mean?
I'd rather live forever without being able to be killed, seeing everything.
All right, so let me ask you this question: if nobody could live forever with you, I mean, you wouldn't care? You would just live
I
forever?
wouldn't give a fuck.
Your kids die one day? Your mother, your loved ones,
over
and mind you, everybody you ever love, you're gonna keep loving people. People are gonna keep coming to your life. You're gonna meet new friends. Everybody's going to die. Everybody, you're gonna become so detached from everybody because it's like, what's the point? Everybody I love dies.
Though,
That's
if
how
you
I feel like now, though.
Damn, Shira, you just broke my heart. We about like, who got tissues? No,
Nah, damn, I feel like.
Don't cry, Shira.
But honestly, if my kids die at when they older and they gonna die eventually.
Imagine
So
this:
am I.
you
Well,
look the
not at
same
that
way
point,
you
but-
look right now, and you sitting right next to your kids, and they're 80 years old on their deathbed, and you got to sit there and watch
take care
them.
of them.
No, just watch them wither away. No parent would want to see that, like, watch their kids. That's not how it's supposed to go. That's not the order of things. I want to live forever, truthfully.
I seen it in the movies.
But
They make it look that bad.
But I want to
They
earn
always get
forever.
to that point, though.
I want to earn forever.
They always
I don't want
want
to just live forever. I want to earn that shit. Like, I want to earn every year I have on this planet.
Yeah. I would rather.
That's why I say
come from
200
people-
years. 200 years. I'm going for it. I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to break a record. Oldest man that ever lived. They gonna talk about me. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Make sure you stay healthy and drink.
I'm gonna keep a few of his dreads as a memorabilia. They're gonna have it like on the wall behind me.
Damn.
He passed like 80 years ago.
Shit tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't want to live all the way by myself. That's like,
So you want to be
You
scared
watch-
of life?
nah, it's not scared of life,
Because
but
then
like
you're scared to do everything because you feel like you're gonna die.
12 times over, it's just like, at a certain point, you're gonna get tired of life.
Something eventually they gonna find something to kill you,
But at a certain point, you're gonna get tired of life.
and that's when
Like-
you find something to kill yourself.
I saw this
But
movie
if
with.
you,
No, I just want to say that. I
You're
saw
like,
this.
fuck, I'm so tired.
That's like a it's like a Black Mirror episode. It's an episode where they had the.
I ain't want to mention that, but
Yeah,
y'all
it's
saw
like-
that new season.
I didn't. I seen the first two episodes. Chill. I seen the first two episodes.
I ain't seen
But I'm
it.
talking about the old. It's from I think season 5 or something. The San Junipero shit.
Damn, was that many seasons already? Only
Yes,
season
Which one now?
Yeah,
Is the
7
it's like
seasons.
7 now.
It's the one where they take your consciousness and they put it into the to that little shit they put on your
Yeah.
side. And then, like as you get older, you could like you go into this little. I don't want to call it a virtual reality,
Oh, I
but
seen
it's
that.
like a. So it's like something like that. Like
First
if you
of
want to
all-
live forever, you could. That's a way of living forever. Whatever.
Even though you die in real time.
Yeah.
That,
Even
though
that
you
show
die
be
in real
confusing
time.
me. Every episode is about something else,
It's
right?
different,
Yeah,
but
it's an
it
anthology
just makes you
series.
think. I actually like that show. I didn't want to go
Love
there.
that show.
That's crazy. I didn't want to go there, but
Let,
I love
let me,
that
energy
show.
is in the air.
let me
so that's how
describe the
it be.
movie I saw. I can't remember what it was called.
That's
It's
crazy.
gonna get to me, but it was about these people that they were just immortal. Even if you shot them, they just kept coming back to life, right? And no matter what you did to them, they came back to life. And it was like, I think it's called The Old Guard.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
that's a good movie.
And there was a part that was like, I thought it was so crazy, where it was like, you seen the part where it was like, they were like back in like the 1600s, and they were still in love, the two girls and shit, and they thought they were witches, and they did everything to try to kill these girls. They kept coming back. So the girls is like, look, like, we're always gonna be together, so we shouldn't worry. They're gonna do whatever they can, this, that, and the third. And they was like, word, we got it. They took one of the girls, they split them up, put her in this box that looked like, that was shaped like her body, took her on a ship, dumped her in the ocean. So forever she's just fucking down there, just waking up, drowning, over and over and over, like forever, like, because she's immortal.
My hell right there.
She's immortal, and that her lover, who was like, I believe Angelina Jolie, for like centuries, she's been looking for that girl. So imagine for centuries you're down there waking up every time you die, drowning over and over and over. Yo, that's like I said, immortality. That shit may sound great.
First of all, for them to think about that is sick.
Crazy,
shit.
right?
Like, I'm gonna throw you under
So
the
I wouldn't
ocean.
have no
So every
powers
time
at that
you
point. Fuck, that's
I
bad.
mean,
It's like,
your power is
damn,
immortality,
I can't
but it's your curse too.
somewhere else. Like,
Your power is your
you're
curse.
spawning
Like
there
extra
every
strength?
time.
Yes, your
it's like
power is your curse.
how do the rules of the universe work at that point? You know what I'm saying?
If you could
Because
pick a power, what would it be? Let's go there, since we going on superhero shit right now.
Invisibility.
That I ain't gonna lie.
You're gonna die by getting hit by a truck.
I want to be
What would you
him.
do?
How?
I want to have that
You're gonna
rapid
walk
hill.
into the street thinking that shit is cool, but nobody's gonna see you.
Why would I walk into the street?
You're invisible. You're still a regular
So
person.
what?
You can't fly.
Bro, how you
gonna cross the street?
Still
How you gonna
decide
cross the
where
street?
you going?
Even if I'm invisible.
I'm straight going.
How you
She
gonna
can
cross the
still see
street?
the truck though.
No.
I'm straight going.
You know
teleport.
cars.
She gonna wait
yeah,
for
I
the
was
light.
gonna say that as my second one. Teleportation.
I'm teleportation.
But
I could
cars
go
run red lights
anywhere
all the
I want.
time. They're not gonna see you.
They might
I'm
hit
gonna
me
see
too. I
it,
might
though.
teleport in front of
Shira.
traffic.
Shira, car. What's your
Nigga might
Me, I don't
teleport in
think
front of
so.
traffic.
what's your power? What's your power?
I want that regenerating health.
Speak to the mic.
My bad. I need that
You need an
regenerating
X
health.
factor. X factor. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I
fuck with
need.
it.
I already told y'all.
Now, what's yours?
Teleporting.
I
Teleport.
agree because you could rob
Instant
the bank.
transmission.
We out
Yeah,
the
that
Cabo, y'all.
transport too is fire.
We out the
That-
Cabo, y'all.
fire.
Just hold on to me.
I don't know if you looked it up or why teleportation is not a power you want, but
Ah,
you'll die instantly. By
Killing
using
niggas'
it.
dreams, man.
The
This nigga wanna
moment you
teleport,
use
you wanna be
teleportation, you die
No.
because the Earth is constantly spinning at a speed that
Not
we
in
can't
that,
calculate.
not in that world though. If we got superpowers, nigga, you can't. You not.
Listen, I'm trying to give y'all the reality.
You feel me?
Super
bending
speed.
For
reality.
speed.
He said I'm
Yeah,
bending
I'm
reality.
bending reality.
Listen,
If God
me-
gave you that
If we got
superpower.
Me
superpowers, ain't no
personally,
physics.
I'm reading minds, yo. I'm Professor X in this bitch. I'm reading minds out this bitch.
I don't
Drive
need
me
to read
crazy
niggas.
with thoughts.
I don't
I'm gonna know
need it.
everything.
Nope.
Until
I don't
you
need to
can't
know.
handle it
I don't
because
need
you
to
don't
know
know
niggas'
you're not
thoughts.
trained. Now I'm
Bro, I'm
playing you.
I'm great at everything I do.
Until you're not trained because you hearing
Right.
everybody thoughts
And then
you
it's like
can't deal
Logan
with
and
it,
everybody
it
fucked
drive you
up.
crazy. How about that?
Word.
Did you think about that?
Yeah, I did.
People thoughts is
I did.
crazy.
And this is what I say, and this is why I chose.
Nah,
this is why I
that's
chose.
not,
I've thought about this thoroughly. This is why I chose mind reading. The human brain is the only thing on this planet that you have control over. The only thing. You have no control over shit. You can't control how long you're gonna live. You can't control your health. You can't control anything in your life except your thoughts and what you think and what's up here. So for me,
I can't
don't
really
give a
control
fuck
that.
if it might drive me crazy. To make this stronger, the one thing that I can control, that's the power I want. The only power I want. So
Nah,
You
fuck
put
that.
it
Give me
in a
that
good way.
regenerating
and I
health, man.
automatically beat all of you if I have that power.
To be able to
Can't
to
beat
be
me,
able
bro. I'm
how?
keep healing,
You
nigga.
you
Mind
can't
control,
catch
bro.
me
Just
if I
mind
tell you
Mind
to.
control.
You still
I ain't
can't
thinking
catch
shit.
Me. You gotta be
Why
close.
I didn't think of the
You got-
stretch, the stretchy
My-
thing,
bro,
like
if you come
got-
any-
that's
if you-
it.
You could telepathically communicate with me, but
you
if I'm not
anywhere-
in your range,
And I'm not thinking.
how the fuck you going?
You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck you gonna think about me?
I don't need to
You gonna
think
get hit
about
by a
you.
car.
How am I thinking? I'm gonna get
Because you gonna be so in your
You over there
thoughts.
thinking too
out.
much.
mind control. I could listen. This guy driving the car, make a left. Now I don't get hit.
I'm pulling
good.
No,
off-
you didn't say mind control. You said
I'm not gonna
didn't
lie
say
to
mine.
y'all.
I said Professor
You said-
X. I was
you
very
said you
specific
could
without
read
the
niggas'
power.
thoughts.
I'm,
Read minds.
I'm pulling
Well,
off
I mean, I was
the
trying to-
greatest heist in
read
history if I
minds.
got teleportation
Yeah,
ability.
but I leave with all the money because then I tell you to go back to my spot, drop off the money, and you don't even realize you just did the job for me because I control minds, nigga.
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even. First of all,
I'm giving me a
I
juggernaut
get this
helmet.
nigga to-
I'm
Give me a
teleporting far,
juggernaut
far away
helmet.
from this nigga, so that's not even possible. Like, I'm not even gonna be by
Yo, what-
you.
I get
doing
Shira
my
to pick
dirt.
your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You never see it
I'm
coming.
not gonna be by her either. I get teleportation powers. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know nobody in this room.
Nah, fuck it.
Yo, they can't like, but people
I'm
that
starting
like
a new
Professor
life,
X,
y'all.
he could just put you in a place where you think that you're doing that shit. He can't make you physically do them things.
He can take over. He can take over your consciousness, your body. He's done
You
it.
can still fight that
Professor X
though.
a bad motherfucker.
If you got a strong enough mind, you can
No,
fight
no.
that shit.
He's done it to Sabretooth. That's a big motherfucker.
Come on, that's Sabretooth though, bro.
big motherfucker.
Sabretooth is a big dumb motherfucker
He's
though.
a big motherfucker.
A big dumb motherfucker.
All right, and he stopped the whole airport of people from fucking moving.
What's up with that X-Men 97 though?
That X-Men
That's
97,
fire.
that is
Why they
one of the
not
best
bringing that
cartoons.
back?
ever.
Yo,
They
got
gonna bring
season
it
two.
back. Yeah, it's
They
coming
got
said,
season
back.
two
I heard
coming.
It
next
take a little
year.
while.
I heard next year.
got
You gonna
season
bring that
two
shit
coming
back. I
through.
can't wait for
It's
that.
animated though. I don't
Yo,
understand.
what's your
that.
favorite X-Men
Remember
movie?
me.
Favorite X-Men movie?
Favorite X-Men movie gotta be Logan.
Okay,
Gotta be Logan.
I can say it. What's
See, like, if you asking me like numbers, I gotta describe to you what happened in the movie.
Honestly,
So
I
just
get
describe-
that
describe
because
it.
the X-Men shit, they
Yeah.
kind of.
so? Which one was it then?
It was probably like 2 though. I don't.
Was
remember
you
which one is
which
2,
the
but
first Phoenix one? Cause that's 2. The Last Stand.
Phoenix one was fire though.
That's the one when Wolverine was walking up the Phoenix. You know what I'm
they-
saying?
was
That's
fire,
that
though.
one.
That was a good.
The
that
first
was a-
one is the one with the
best
Statue of
one?
Liberty.
That's the first one.
That's the one I like.
That's the first one. The
mhm.
best one is Days of Future Past. That's
I
the
That
like
was a
that
good-
one.
that was a good
but it
one.
ain't
That
better
was a
than
good one.
Logan.
Nah,
though.
that
Logan,
wasn't-
Logan,
Logan.
That's not even
Logan
better than
was
the second
great.
one. I'm
Logan
not
was
gonna lie.
great. It was
The
a
second one was
standalone
really
movie,
like-
but Logan is not an X-Men movie. Logan is a
It's an
Wolverine
X-Men
movie.
movie.
That's a
It's a
Wolverine
X-Men
movie.
but
What
that's
other
a
X-Men you see other than him and
Professor X
Professor
in
X?
there.
That's it.
Professor X done killed all the other X-Men with that mind
They
control
mention
shit.
them, okay, but we're talking about an X-Men movie. Bro, you got the X-Men in the movie.
So technically,
First one was nice though. I'm not gonna.
Days
lie.
of Future Past
The first
it had
one was
the best
classic.
story. The best it made. You know
I
what?
like
You know why
Days-
Days
I
of
like
Future
Days of
Past was the
Future
best one
Past.
because it tied up all the old X-Men movies.
Yeah, you had the
into
old with the new.
ones.
I like.
It tied it.
You know why they had to do that?
Two
Because they
was still
fucked
Because the
up.
stories was
Two was
fucked up.
still good though. Two was still.
It was good, but the
two
stories
was
they messed it up.
good.
If
But
I-
when they retold it in Days of Future Past, it made all of the first ones better because they made the stories make sense. That's what made that movie
See,
better.
But
That
the
was probably
first,
that movie
I
that
be
I saw
needing-
that I was like, oh, these movies is backwards.
Yeah, thank you.
I be needing shit
Yes.
to watch, so I might go back and
Nah,
watch
the
watch-
those.
first,
watch
I
it.
That
think
one movie hit me. I'm like, all these shits is backwards. No
Rewatch
wonder
it.
it don't make no sense.
Rewatch it.
I'm crying.
I watched them.
They
shit
made it
all in
make.
order.
They made it make sense literally.
Yeah, they had to. They had
gotta make it
because
make sense to me.
I
child.
feel now are the X-Men movie like it ain't even fit. Like
because
in the
it-
MCU,
The Avengers.
these Marvel movies is
destroyed
going to
it.
be crazy. I guarantee these
Yeah.
X-Men movies are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the first X-Men movie under the MCU. That's what's
depends
going
on
to bring
who
the
the
MCU
cast
back.
is, though.
It'd be so
That cast
crazy.
is
It depends.
It'd
MCU
be so
casting be
crazy
so
when-
perfect though, bro.
It'd be so crazy when certain actors play certain people and they really get stuck to those roles because they did it so
Yeah,
good.
like Scarlett
of which-
Like, who
Johansson.
could ever be Wolverine again?
That's
bro?
a fact.
Like,
That's a fact.
If you could play a role, what role would you play? Now I'm
Out
not,
of
not
everything?
even not even just Marvel movie. I'm talking about acting role. If you if you could play a role, what would you want to role? What
That's
role
a
would
I
good
you
might
question.
be. I might be Static Shock.
Nigga said
gonna
Static Shock. That's yo,
Oh,
you give me
bro.
Static. Yo, hold on, wait.
Fuck with it.
Talk about,
you
I
gotta
see
play an
that
older
though,
version
bro.
though, but I fuck
Yeah,
with
you
it.
gotta be
'Cause
like.
they're gonna have to have a kid version to tell the story from the beginning, but I fuck
That's
with
wild.
it.
Static.
Who would you
That
play?
was
Was it Diamond from?
Players Club.
man.
Seems
That's
like you're
that's
right.
who you wanna.
She's-
Facts.
Yo, we gonna reboot that, y'all. We
I
gonna bring that
I
back.
think she just had a crush on Ronnie or something. I don't know.
That's
That's her name, right?
hilarious. Ronnie the
No.
blonde.
Ronnie,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ronnie
Ronnie
the
was the one
blonde.
that had a crush on her.
Yeah.
No,
fact.
and I'm saying you probably
No.
like Ronnie to be Diamond. No,
Diamond was. That's
Diamond
Lisa.
was-
That's
Cecilia
a whole
Sanchez,
nother
man.
conversation.
Nick said it smell
Me?
like straight aqua boogie in this. Nah,
play?
that.
Not because we was on the superhero subject, just
Okay.
because this role was so fire. I think it would be crazy to play the Joker, Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's Joker.
Okay.
Ooh, I would love. Or
You say
Joaquin.
that's arguably
Like
the
I just
best
want to, like just to get into that mind, just to get all that out of me.
That's
You
a
know what I'm
tough-
saying? Like you got to use that acting to get that
Can I
anger
get
out of you.
a Joker laugh one time?
I can't.
He's like, it ain't in me right now.
Right.
Oh shit!
On
I
the
was trying to,
spot.
I was trying to channel your inner
He
Joker,
be at home
nigga.
doing it.
I
I
got
was trying to
two
help you channel
characters
your
that I
inner
would
Joker,
want to
nigga.
play, but man, I'll put one at the top. the first character that I would wanted to play, and I would literally shave my head to play this fucking role
No, this
because I feel like I can do
Dead
it.
serious.
I'm dead ass. But I would if this man fucking Vin Diesel would let me, I would replay Riddick.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go
Glasses?
down.
I can see.
I
With
want
the glasses.
Yo.
I would replay. I would be Riddick.
I can see that.
But my dream as a kid,
That was a good one, actually.
I always wanted to be Bruce Leroy.
Last Dragon, Time
If they
Out.
ever did a remake, I wanted
He
to
just
be
wanted
Bruce
to
Leroy.
glow, y'all.
Yes.
Yo, if you never
Yes,
if you
my
never
nigga.
was
Glow,
yo,
y'all.
if you was
That's it.
never in the crib and did the
they don't know
little
about
glow
the-
shit,
They don't know about the Bruce.
I don't
Lee.
know.
never-
If you was in
yo,
a certain era,
She don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
she already stated she younger than us.
I
You
get it.
hold
I
up.
know
You
about
never
the-
seen.
I know about the
you
Bruce
seen
Lee.
Last
I
Dragon,
think it's
right?
more of a man thing though. Like we
Yeah,
had
the
to
Last
see
Dragon
I'm
is-
surprised
You gotta
you
see
ain't
Last Dragon. It's
Goldie,
not
though.
one of them mandatory
I'm surprised
joints.
you ain't see
gotta
the
see
Mac,
that.
bro.
No, I seen the
Yeah,
Mac.
the
I
Mac.
seen the Mac. I seen the Mac.
Yeah, that's one of them ones right there. The Mac.
But the Last
said, now
Dragon,
look- now
look
I
here,
want
now
to.
look
I
here.
want to be Bruce Leroy. I wanted to be Bruce Leroy.
So
since I
who's
was
the
a kid.
master?
Like I always told myself, like if I ever got a shot to play Bruce Leroy, I'm gonna audition
Yo,
for that.
that's
that
That
role.
was a good
hilarious.
one.
But I want to play Riddick.
So
That was a
no.
good one.
I want to play Riddick.
And
I have the voice to play Riddick.
Y'all ever seen
more
She
or
Hate
less.
Me?
She hate me.
It's a Spike Lee movie with Anthony Mackie with the black Captain America. It's one of them
When
independent
see, I
joints. It's one of
probably
them,
had to-
but it's a Spike Lee joint. It's all right. So it's some dude and he met some chick and she was a lesbian, right? She wanted to have kids,
Yeah.
so he fucked her to get her pregnant. She come back with all her friends, so now he gotta just fuck mad
Nah, I
lesbians
didn't
to
see
get
that.
them
I didn't see
pregnant.
that. I might
So he's
see
going
it. I might
Monday,
have to
Tuesday.
put that on my
I would
list.
love to
Bro,
do that
shit
role.
is a remake
It was
of that
Kerry
Dane Cook
Washington.
movie.
It was Kerry Washington and the Spanish girl from Fat Albert. Remember that movie, the Spanish girl? She was only in them 2 movies, but she was fire as fuck. Then you had the chick that played the mother in Proud Family, Paula Child Parker. That she be in everything, but I can't name her roles and shit like that.
Yeah, I know who
And
you're
it was
talking
like a bunch of like fire. It was some dice in there too.
I know
Like
exactly
it was like they played into that. But that movie, but I would have made that movie better because it was. But them fucking scenes was lit. I ain't gonna lie. So
I know what movie we should all check out. That Sinners movie.
Oh, I'm gonna see.
Yo, I heard that shit
I
is
What
lit.
saw.
is that about? 'Cause
I
I keep
saw a
hearing that.
preview.
Like,
I
I
saw a
heard that shit
preview of that
previews.
shit. So pretty much, it's like they in like New Orleans. Michael B. Jordan. He's playing. He's playing 2 people. He's playing
Oh, so
himself.
Michael B. Jordan.
He's playing himself and his twin brother. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's 2 of him.
That's crazy.
But
That's actually fucking.
And name
but,
is Smoking
I
Stack.
think in the movie one of the brothers dies, but this shit is about vampires.
Damn, nigga,
Bro,
spoiler
when
alert.
I mean, it shows you in the trailer, bro. It's
Where
not.
you
a-
see
it's not
that
a
in the
spoiler.
trailer?
It
I ain't
I
shows
seen
you
didn't
in
see
the
the
trailer.
trailer at all. Actually, I feel
I don't like watching
Literally at
trailers
his-
too much.
literally at his
I keep
gravestone
seeing
in the
that. They
trailer.
said it's sold out. and shit.
But what I'm saying is, I saw like a little 3-minute preview that they had on YouTube, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo,
Look
like
good?
it looked really good. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, yo, this shit looks like a lot of shit don't scare me. A lot of shit I'm not really impressed with, like horror. The shit looks impressive. I'm not gonna front.
See,
I don't
the
fuck
thing
with
about it
scary
is,
movies.
I'm not scared with horror. I just feel like I'd rather go outside and watch a horror movie, than be in the house and watch a
Yeah,
horror
there-
movie
there you
because
go.
it's like you got. I feel like I believe in like you letting the demons in and shit in certain movies.
Yo.
She laughing.
I don't like watching that shit at all. I just
mean,
I
I don't
like
know
I'm
about
not a
all that,
horror
but-
movie
Yeah, I don't
person.
believe in that. I watch. That's all I like to watch horror movies.
And that's why-
I like them psychological
you got
thrillers.
issues now.
Like
What issues I got? I ain't got no issues.
I like them psychological
Chat, do
thrillers
y'all
like
think she got
Black
issues?
Mirror.
Chat,
Yeah, we need the chat to chime in on that.
chat. Let me know if y'all think. If y'all
I'm on
think she got
Shira's side.
issues.
Shira don't got issues. She just like the room movies.
I'm just talking shit, y'all. But horror movies that you list back to back, you just like to watch horror movies in the house.
Yeah, horror
Mine
movies,
just-
comedies, like
More to the mic.
I could go more to the
You
comedy.
just like the thrill.
Yeah, like I don't like action movies like that for real.
I, mean,
I don't really
feel
like
don't.
action.
I feel like
I don't like action movies neither.
I
Them
feel
shits
like
be
I don't
trash.
like
I
action
think they
movies
all
that
be the
much.
same.
You know what movies I like, and I might be a little weird for this. I like science fiction movies,
Yeah, I like
but the
sci-fi.
ones that's
Mhm.
but the ones that's like set in the immediate future. So like
Like Black Mirror.
yeah, shit like that, like 2012, shit like that, like that.
Oh, I
they
don't-
kind of showing you
Them
certain
shit scare me more than horror movies. Like them, like
'Cause now you feel like
2012.
it's about to happen.
Yeah, Day After Tomorrow. I don't
It
like
just
them
gives you an
shits.
insight of certain shit, and I feel like I believe that like they put a lot.
I'll
of
watch
stuff into
Naked
the
and
movies.
Afraid or something.
So if you watching movies with an
survivalist.
open eye, you could kind of like.
I also like
see what the fuck
documentaries
really
too.
going
I
on.
I
like
love
to watch stuff
documentaries.
like that.
I don't get scared about none of that shit because if they're actively putting that stuff into the movies, that means it's propaganda. Anything that the government wants us to know, they're gonna make sure we don't want to fucking know that shit.
Nah, it's a lot.
It depends though, because they dress shit up too.
The
They dress shit up too.
They said it was a secret message behind the Conjuring movie.
Yeah, so they dress shit up.
We're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Like when they put out those type of movies, it's like they don't put out anything. Listen. There's you know how many political movies that got scrapped because the government was like, nah, we can't let this shit be out.
But,
you know what I'm saying? So if they don't want to
straightforward, like sometimes they like somebody like a Jordan Peele, his messages behind his movies, but everybody is not smart enough to get it. So as long as you do it like that,
it's in code though.
Did y'all
it's in a lot of code though.
Y'all see that trailer for the him shit with Marlon Wayans?
I seen
God!
The trailer.
I don't fuck with horror movies, but I want to see that shit.
That's another one. But
looks like it's gonna be.
Apparently, they trying to make us go back to the movies, y'all. I don't know.
They need to. I like going to the movies, bro. But they have to
They gotta drop the prices on the food, yo. $5 for a soda. Come on, yo, y'all bugging. You know what I'm saying?
$5. When the last time you paid, nigga? It's $8 or more.
Word,
nigga. I don't remember paying $5. Always more than that.
Experience is trash now because the only thing good they
don't
put.
Really crack down on you bringing nothing in anymore.
Yeah,
nah. But what can they do? Like who the fuck?
If you with a chick, she got her bag. Y'all
she
put
gave
all that
y'all
shit
free
in that
sauce,
bag.
y'all. Listen to that.
Put all that shit in her
bag.
bag.
Listen to that.
Bag. They can't check your fucking.
They can't touch you.
Make sure you go with your girl. That's all she said. When you go to
you go with your shit. She got her bag and y'all got y'all shit.
Sir.
Or eat
Make
before
sure she bring
or
a
after.
MacBook too, y'all, to cover everything.
Cause I don't really like. It depends. Like I don't really like eating during the movie. Like unless it's like nachos or popcorn, I don't really get like.
Only time I go to
food
the
in
movies
the
is
movie.
with a girl. Yo.
Unless it's a dining movie theater.
Girl, I'm not going to the movies. It got to be with the reclining chairs, just in case I'm
y'all actually
knocked
watch
out.
the movies when y'all go?
I be knocked out sometimes.
I be out.
I be knocked out.
It depends. All right, so depending on the woman, it depends on the movie. If I know I'm not really gonna be focused on the movie, then I'll get like I'll get a movie that I'm not really
it's a great movie here.
really looking forward to seeing, but I want to see it kinda. But if it's a movie I really want to see, then we paying attention to that movie. So it's like I could wait after or before, you know what I'm saying? But that it really depends on the movie. I ain't gonna lie.
It also depends on what we doing in that movie.
And yeah, you could focus while you could watch the movie while certain things are happening. But
that's why I'd rather watch it at home or you can pause it.
Who's calling my phone?
Pause it.
Nah, you gotta let the
worse.
movie go. You gotta let
just throw on something
let
when you
Netflix
home.
give you that notification.
No.
Like,
when you home, you
are
just
you still there?
If I'm getting disrupted in something that I want to watch and I'm OD
That's
locked
hilarious.
in, I'm gonna pause it and
gotta-
then put something else on.
Be like, hold on, wait.
Whatever you watching, we gonna put that on. We
Let's
gonna
throw
let
on some
that play.
music.
I let
real
Netflix
quick.
give me the notification. Are you still
Hold
watching
on.
this?
Hold on, babe. Let's put what you be watching first. Come on.
But yo, listen, we short on time. We about 5 minutes out. You know what I'm saying? So let's wrap this show up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't gonna take long to wrap it up because we only got you up in here. So just reintroduce yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I go by the name of Mac Wyatt _Mac Wyatt on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Follow the Scythe podcast as well. We out in new music coming soon, bro.
Shout out to the Scythe. Shout out to the Scythe.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
and
Scythe.
it's your host, Cyber Blanco, head honcho, pussy so wet.
We gonna need a poncho.
You heard.
Where's my poncho?
Yeah, I know the vibes. Skiddy.
Splash.
Yeah, all right, you already know what it is, who I am, who I be, your boy MVP Banks, the MC, Master of Ceremonies, the chairman, that's my favorite, you know what I mean? But we signing out of here, Mac, I appreciate you as usual, you my nigga, you know what I mean? And I'm waiting for my invite to go back on the Scythe,
Whenever.
you know what I mean? But yeah, yo, Confirm TV, and we out of here. Thank you.
I know what you want, I got what you need. Get it in the morning, get it in the evening. I'ma keep on ballin', I'ma keep on dreaming, and I ain't gonna stop till I'm on your TV.